Our time in East Africa is coming to an end. Next up, more of Southern Africa. That made us fall for a wild plan, crossing half of the African continent, from east to southwest,
In 12 days.
and continue our journey from there in the new year.
All the way to the Western Cape.
A ridiculous idea? Maybe.
Ready for day 4?
A challenge? For sure. But mostly one wild adventure. Wander along for stunning scenery from 5 African countries, cool roads, and of course the bumps we had to conquer along the way.
So these people, they love the speed bumps. And all of it just shakes your car to oblivion.
I don't know.
Well, that didn't last very long. Everything rattles in this car.
It involved the police and it cost money.
Just felt I'm not gonna get out of the car. So unpredictable.
Uncertainty with some police officers, yes. It's gonna be an expensive Christmas. There's a pool next to the car.
And also in the car.
The wiper just broke off. It's not like we can be without it at the moment. The fender death wobble is back.
Yeah, Pango lost another mud flap yesterday. We are very tired.
We're also wobbling. I am hungry though.
Eventually we get there. But we promise you it's gonna be epic. We are Carla and Lida, and we swapped the career ladder for something totally different. Wandering the world in our Land Rover Defender, PANGO. We bought it sight unseen in Africa while still living in Europe, and we converted it into a full-time overlanding vehicle. We hit the road in Africa and dreamed to travel the world. Wander along. First, let's quickly take you back to where we left you. From the Indian Ocean in Kenya, we drove inland, into Tsavo National Park, where our car broke down, leaving us stranded in the middle of the park for the night.
We're out.
Half past 4. And we're on our way to the garage. I don't think they will look at Pango today. We found a place to sleep tonight. And we found not just a place to sleep, but a place with a washing machine.
Yes.
So, getting a ride in Lunar. How's it there?
Good.
Awesome, I see Pango.
Okay. Let's see if Pango starts again without a noise. Sounds okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Nairobi, here we come.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I might go too fast. So
I'm assuming that this is the nature reserve you told me about, because the city comes to a very abrupt end.
Yes.
This is a street between nature and the whole city.
I've been in this park before a few years ago when I was in Nairobi for work. It's unbelievable. I mean, I remember seeing lion and leopards and the skyscrapers in the far back. Yeah, it's an interesting backdrop for a safari park.
Pango is in for service and a checkup, and I think he's in Land Rover heaven. Good spots for him. Just check everything, especially after what happened with the idler pulley, and we decided on a service as well, just because of all the dusty roads and the quality of the roads. And then hopefully nothing else comes out of it, and we can be on our way soon due south. Good morning. We are heading out of Nairobi.
We are about to embark on maybe quite a crazy journey. Yeah. We're gonna try to be home or at Carla's parents for Christmas, which is in 12 days.
6,000 kilometers.
We're in Nairobi. We have to go to Cape Town.
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm also fine, thank you.
This guy is from which country?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes.
So you are going to South Africa right now?
Yeah.
Up to South Africa?
Yes.
How many days do you travel to South Africa?
We don't know yet. Depends. It's a long road. Yeah. A few weeks, I think.
So you are...
Oh, I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed?
Hi,
Mambo.
Asante, Mambo.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Yeah, fine. I'm going to South Africa.
Yes. Going to South Africa, that's right. But first we go. Yeah, you got that right.
Okay, how is Nairobi?
Nairobi was good. Yes. Kenya was wonderful. Yeah.
Okay, September.
Cause I've been thinking about you.
First border crossing. Check. We're in Tanzania.
I've been thinking about you. Don't wanna go fast. Cause I know the people get scared.
I think we're seeing again the foothills of, I think this is Mount Meru, but again just the foothills, because there are clouds again, but it's more than previously, so it's getting less shy. I don't know if Meru is as shy as Kilimanjaro, but
Getting used to us.
it's getting used to us, yes. Getting used to us.
Oh, I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? I think
Over there is Mount Meru, and we drove into Tanzania today. We're now in Arusha, so we already drove 300 kilometers today, but still over 5,000 to go. Let's see how far we get and how Pango is holding up. He's making some strange sounds today, although he just came back from the garage. We're gonna cross Tanzania in a few days, Zambia in a few days. We'll be back in Zambia, and from there we go into Botswana, into South Africa, all the way to the Western Cape. I wonder how it will be to look back on if we succeed. Once we get back in the Cape, we're gonna celebrate holidays and lots of other things we've planned, and we are for sure gonna continue traveling and wandering in Pango. But first, this pit stop. The essentials. Today we drive to just south of Lake Kitangiri. It's about 430 kilometers and it will take us, I think, at least 7 to 8 hours. We're almost ready.
If you're not far from Arusha, it's worth getting the guys in Arusha just to have a quick look and see what's going on. Clearly something may have changed. I don't know what that could be, but something may have changed if you made it from here to Arusha. Then with Wobble and stuff. Anyway, let me know. I think I can find a mechanic in Arusha.
Well, that didn't last very long. We were, I don't know,
1 hour out of Arusha. And we're heading back on our way to a mechanic.
Yeah, yesterday we started feeling a wobble. Maybe if there's small bumps in the road, the car went into sort of a resonance wobble. Thought, okay, maybe give it a bit of a chance because some roads we've had that long ago with some roads. There's just the right vibration to go into a little bit of a resonance. But during the service and checkups, they did mention that the panard bushes might need replacements, but they, as far as I remember now, they didn't have, and we hadn't felt any problems in the days leading up to that. So we decided it's okay to go ahead at least, but do it in South Africa. We started with the mechanics there, and yeah, since yesterday it started getting worse and worse. So now it's just it starts easier and it gets worse when you wobble. So we decided to go back to Arusha and find someone there that yeah, diagnose it. Maybe it's that, maybe it's something else, but we need to check it out.
Yeah, it really feels unsafe. You feel like you lose control over the steer. So we definitely need to look into that before we continue this 5,000 plus kilometer journey. So yeah, change of plans. Well, this is also overlanding life, right?
I hope that we now do everything that has to be done. I don't know. We're replacing anything that might be causing a wobble. I have a wobble. Okay, so new steering damper. Heavy duty from Australia. Expensive people, those Australians. New, is it the tie rod?
Yeah, tie rod.
New tie rod.
Left side.
On the left side, and we checked the panard bushes. Looks okay. Okay. Thanks, Faisal. Thank you, Asante. Feels like Groundhog's Day. Same place, same time. Next day.
Maybe also the same pizza tonight.
You'd like that, eh? But okay, actually today went better than expected. We left, we felt that the wobble, the Defender death wobble, was getting worse. It felt like you couldn't control the car if it went into this resonance. And we found our contacts, all the people we knew could only help us on Monday. Finally, saw someone on Google Maps that also works on Land Rovers, and he was so helpful. Faisal of P&F Motors, really amazing. He went through everything. The one big nut holding the drop arm, that was tightened by the previous garage but not locked. So locked that again. And we didn't do a wheel alignment after the previous garage, wasn't expected. And he said, no, definitely go and do it. And it looked like we had also lost some of the weights on our one wheel, which I assume happened during the towing when they had the straps there through the wheel. So all of that is done. It feels quite good. We pushed it to about 100 kilometers an hour just now. It was a smooth road. Tomorrow we'll see again on the other roads. Hopefully everything is okay now. But yeah, we're back here. Try again tomorrow. Scene 1, take 2.
Can't talk
We
to
try
me
again.
the way girl talk, the man fall back, come correct. All vanity, this life it beat the man, till a man come regret. You probably see Columbus search the word for the word intellect. One trying to see the one consequence, just follow one come collect. Say you want come pre me, I be like show, I be MTV. Them they count 1, 2, 3. It's a good kid for your mad city. Say they want come see me, I be like so with all a man yadi beat to glorify me Lord. Can't talk to me the way girl talk to man, fall back come correct. All vanity, this life in Peter man, Solomon come regrets. You probably see Columbus search the one for the one.
Scared of a little rain?
Yes! So we just found this wildcamp spot, and right after we parked, this happened. As you can maybe hear, thunder and rain. So we quickly moved everything inside. I just started cooking the pasta. Yeah, how convenient is this that we can just continue here? It's day 3 and we typed in on our navigation the border with Zambia, the Zambia border, which is another, I don't know, 10.5 hours. It just gives us the direction we want to go. The plan is to find a place to camp for tonight, maybe somewhere halfway or preferably past that, and then cross the border tomorrow into Zambia.
Car is running well. Of course, now we're oversensitive and every little sound is getting analyzed. I am. But yeah, so far so good. I'm hungry though. I am hungry though. Thank you. Going from Kenya through Tanzania to South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes.
Can I see your passport, please? How is Tanzania?
Good. Especially this area.
Hi, good sir. And you? Yes. South Africa. But we're on our way to Zambia. Yeah.
You are Karla,
Yes.
leader.
Yes, it's me.
It's you. You may go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Hi, sir.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Where you come from?
South Africa.
South Africa.
We're going
You're
back to
going
South
now, where? Where are you going now?
To Zambia and to South Africa.
South Africa. Is that problem? No problem?
No.
Problem with?
No problem.
No
You?
problem. Okay, good job.
Okay, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Have a nice day, sir.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
Hello.
Evening.
Good
Hi.
evening.
Good
Hi.
afternoon.
Is it the afternoon?
Yes.
It is
It's evening.
afternoon.
No.
What is the time?
Half past 2.
2 o'clock?
Half
Yeah.
past 2.
Huh?
Half past 2.
What's your name?
Carla.
Kara?
Lida.
Where are you from?
South Africa.
South Africa? Have you been checked by the immigration office?
Yeah.
When we cross the border, yes.
Pardon?
When we cross the
Yes.
border.
Where are you from now?
We came now from... We came from Arusha yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Driving over the night?
No. We slept.
Non-stop? Why did you get arrested?
We got arrested. What was the town's name? We'll have to look on the map.
We're
Where
now,
did you sleep?
yeah, I'm looking. I don't know.
Don't know the name.
We sleep in another place every night, so.
And other parts.
Nzega.
Zega?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're from Zega today.
Yeah.
How is Tanzania?
Good.
Security wise?
Okay.
Any uncertainty?
Uncertainty with some police officers, yes.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
the
sir.
best.
Have a nice
I
day.
wish you all the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
drive slowly. Our national parks.
Oh, okay.
Our national parks.
Yeah.
So.
Pole pole. Hello.
Yeah, that is the new authority.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see your protocol.
Yes. The TRA.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
To Zambia.
Where
And
come
to
from?
South Africa.
From
back
Tanzania?
to, yeah. No, yeah, we're going back to South Africa. We're South African.
Ah, okay.
Both South African,
Okay.
yeah.
Welcome to Tanzania.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peaceful island. We are happy.
Okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
All
Go
good?
This.
Thank you. Asante sana. Bye. Okay.
Part of driving in Africa is checkpoints of all kinds. After 8 months on the road, we got more used to it. Checkpoints aside, this day was a stunning driving day. West, off the beaten track, Tanzania opens up in a very different way. With parks left and right including Ugala, Rukwa and Kitavi, it's green, wild and lush. If we would go back to Tanzania, we would definitely spend more time in this region.
It's quite something. Beautiful, huh? Tanzania.
Ready? Almost, eh?
Almost. Just have to get up here. But yeah, another long day of driving and border crossing to Zambia.
Before we reach the border with Zambia.
And the last 50 kilometers is gravel. So it's gonna be
Wobbly.
wobbly, no, at least not a dead wobble, but a wobbly 1.5 hours probably. And hopefully less. So let's go. These people, they love the speed bumps. I cannot believe that any car can last long in this country or in any of the East African countries. They love a speed bump, they love that little ripple thing to draw your attention that there's coming a speed bump, and all of it just shakes your car to oblivion. But anyway,
Zambia. What an easy border crossing. Super smooth, friendly people, although you were offended a little bit, eh?
Yes, really, it all went so well until the last security guard checking the passport said, "You look so young on this photo." The photo is 3 years old. I'm like, really? Really? And then he said, "Oh, the sun burnt you." I said, "Yeah, sure, sure." It's been a rough year in Africa.
How's the trip going? Are we gonna make it?
Maybe, just maybe. We might just make it. If it goes well through Zambia, we're not sure what the routes are looking like yet, or at least what the roads are looking like. So, yeah.
Day 6 and it has been raining all night. And this while we did all our laundry yesterday. That was hanging to dry mostly under the awning. But with this heavy rain it just pours from the awning. Anyway, long story short, our whole laundry is basically still soaked. We tried to create some kind of setup to dry at least a few things while driving today. We plan to drive over 600 kilometers. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's already 8 o'clock, but let's see. Trying to hype ourselves up for Christmas and for this long drive. We are driving on the Great North Road, south.
I think this is the main road from, yeah, probably from the border posts through Lusaka up north to the main border post in Tanzania. But then we do stop out every now and then to pay toll for road maintenance.
For sustainable road maintenance.
Sustainable road maintenance. So I think they only use natural products. There are a lot of potholes. It's like driving like this the whole time. And now with the trucks added, it's extra fun, eh? Fun, fun, fun.
I'm enjoying it to the fullest. Beautiful here though. Yes. And this is actually a nice piece of road. Yeah.
Now that you complained, it comes.
It was dark already last night, but it's nice. We had a peaceful night.
Day 7. We are on our way to Kafui. That's just the other side of Lusaka. So we hope to reach that. There's a few campsites there. And then I think we're making at least good way and following the plan. But there are long days on the highway. So let's get moving.
Keep on running high.
75 kilometers to go. That's not that far, I think. But according to Google, it's still another 4 hours and 10 minutes. I can't see why. Busy roads, toll gates, police checkpoints, towns, potholes, road maintenance, you name it. But eventually we get there. Well, we survived today. We made it to our campsite near Kafue. It's a beautiful place. Although the last hour of our drive was not so successful. I think we're both tired, upset.
It involved the police and it cost money.
We'll tell you the story later. All okay now, but.
There's a pool next to the car.
Next to the car?
Yes, I have to climb in from the side.
And also in the car. It is day 8, good morning. And the rain is pouring down. We're soaked already. We tried to pack up as quickly as possible because we have a long day of driving ahead of us. Tried to reach Livingstone today. It's 450 kilometers. How are you doing?
Wait. Oh man, I'm okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. But we need to get some cash. We don't have any money.
No, that's another story.
Yeah.
It stopped raining, but it started wobbling again. Now and then we feel a little wobble. So yeah, not sure.
Yeah, anyway, nowhere that can help us close by now, so we keep driving. We'll see how it goes. We're going to Livingstone now. If we really feel there's something we have to do, we'll check there.
Everything rattles in this car. What's this?
Something is rattling here above my head. The gearbox lever is rattling. The door is squeaking. It's time for some TLC.
Other than that, brief recap of what happened yesterday.
We were about 10 kilometers from where we wanted to camp, and I did make a mistake, but I think the mistake was a bit forced on us. I crossed a solid line because the car in front of me was weirdly slowing down. Like, slow down and then I would do nothing and he would go a bit again and then he would slow down. Wouldn't have any indicators on or anything. He was just slowing down in the middle of a road. A good SUV. And I thought, okay, he's making a problem here. I'm slowing down the whole time. There's trucks behind me. I'd rather pass. There was nothing on the road. It's open road. There's a lot of space. I could see far. On that corner where he slowed down, there was the traffic cops.
Yeah, waiting for you.
Waiting for us. So they told me to get out of the car, cross the road, and go and get my fine. They told me that for crossing the line it's dangerous driving, and that's 900 kwacha, or they can actually impound my car. So that made me a bit scared. I just said, and that was true, I do not have that money on me. She said, okay, then the best she can do is 600. Anyway, while I was there, I saw some commotion happening at the car. What were you doing?
I was vlogging. I mean, that's what we do. I moved the camera towards that situation on the other side of the road, far away. Then the officer that pulled Carla out of the car suddenly appeared in front of the window again. He was already not happy with you, I think, because you asked him, can I ask you something with regards to safety? What should I do when someone in front of me stops? And he already, I think he already was annoyed that you asked him that. Anyway, he started yelling at me, put away the camera, you cannot film. So I said, I'm sorry, I'm just vlogging. This conversation quickly turned into some sort of fight. He was very intimidating, rude, aggressive. Kept yelling at me, give me the camera. And I said, sorry, and why? Why do you want the camera? You're not on it, but I can show you. I didn't feel there was any sense of reasoning. He wouldn't listen. So I then eventually showed him the file I just made and I deleted it in front of him. I said, okay, I'll delete it anyway. So you see here the last video I have is of us this morning driving. And he said, get out with your camera, get out. And I kept asking why. I just deleted the file. And get out, back of the car now. I'm gonna take you to court right now. And I was getting a little bit scared because of his intimidating behavior, and I didn't really know what to do. And I just felt I'm not gonna get out of the car. So because everything was in here laying there, Carla was on the other side of the road, and then he walked back. I don't know, in hindsight I think maybe he gave up, I don't know, but it didn't feel like that at that moment. It felt like, shit, what's gonna happen now? But then another police officer, a female police officer came. I think she saw that there was some commotion. And I said, can I please talk to you? And she came over and she was actually very nice. And by this time I was a bit upset and, to be honest, also a little bit emotional. And I explained to her what happened precisely, and also that I showed that I deleted the footage, which he was not on, but still. She really calmed me down and said there's nothing to be afraid of, and I'm gonna talk to him. This is not good. And I think in the end she did. Yeah, that was more or less end of the story. I think she walked back, and later when Carla also was back, she came to check up on us again. I think you then spoke briefly to her on the other side of the road, right?
Yeah, she was very professional. The whole situation was not professional, but and they were all working together, but she was very kind, professional, sympathetic. But still, the whole situation should not be there and created and handled as it is.
We talked about it before, and we've been in a few not nice situations in these 8 months in various countries. The thing that I find most difficult is that it's so unpredictable what's gonna happen, and you just feel powerless, and there sometimes is, I'd say, a form of intimidating behavior, a bit of power play, difficult to communicate, maybe a clash of cultures too, I don't know. At least something we are not used to that much. I am not used to that much, I would say.
I'm a bit used to it. But yeah, it's common throughout Southern and East Africa. Most of the irritating situations we were in, you could sort of laugh them off.
Yeah.
But when you're in a situation where they really get aggressive, at least verbally, not physically, then you don't know where this is leading, and that's the unpredictable part.
It's also the moments that, because sometimes people ask us that. It's also in these moments that I feel most vulnerable, being a woman.
We are two women, and then there's the question about what's your relationship, and that often comes up. But even yesterday, the female officer asked me, what is she of you? And so you never know what to answer, you never know what the reaction might be. Yeah, always careful, always a bit on edge with these things.
After that, we didn't have enough money to pay the campsite anymore. We only found it out when we got there. The guy of the campsite, he said, it's fine, just pay what you have. So many nice and friendly people here too. And I felt sorry that he then was the one to get the short end of the stick. But
Okay, we're leaving Livingston on our way to the border with Botswana at Kasangula. The big bridge there by the Zambezi, by Victoria Falls.
we are waiting at the gas station and I just checked how far are we actually in this total journey. We are far past the halfway mark. It's another 2,400 kilometers, a little bit more. 28 hours left to drive.
A bit more.
Plus a few Defender hours. Spending our last kwachas on diesel.
And unfortunately, the Defender Death Wobble is back. It's not great. So we just driving around 80 kilometers per hour so that we can control it. I talked to Faisal again of the guy in Arusha that helped us, and it was good for a few thousand kilometers. So, but yeah, for some reason it just came back. He said to check the Panhard bushes again. Yeah, I can't really check it. I don't have the force in my hands to really check those things. If you find a place where it's maybe clean and there's grass, maybe I can get under the car and see if I can see something. But yeah, I don't think I can have enough force to really see if I see movement in these things. So we're just trying to be safe. One more border, just one more border.
Will we make it in time for Christmas?
If all goes well, just, I think.
We just stopped at the gas station and I hear Carla talking to the guy working there, saying
Dumela, Wenau Kai, Lena Kiteng. That was my part of the dialogue.
what are you talking? This is not Afrikaans or I don't know.
What are those sounds?
Yeah, and then Carla told me that's Tswana. I never knew you know Tswana.
I don't know Tswana. I can greet people in Tswana. Setswana. I can only greet, and I know what is water and milk. So it's the only thing I really learned in primary school, I think. Dumela.
Dumela.
Wena Ukai.
Wena Ukai.
How are you?
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning.
Ooh.
So we had to look it up because sometimes we lose count, but it's day 10. And we are a little bit tired, to be honest. We're full of mosquito bites and it's also still quite a drive. Well, all in all it's fine, and yesterday evening we enjoyed a very cozy, nice fire with a view over a little pond. It's 8 o'clock. And we hope to reach more or less the border with South Africa today. I'm really looking forward to the west coast of South Africa.
Quite dry now, but I think we'll be happy about that this time. wiper just broke off. It's not like we can be without it at the moment. Okay, it's in. It's probably not straight. I don't know, this looks skew as hell.
Yeah.
Read between the lines. Oh man, okay. Try one more time to get it straight.
Yeah, maybe we can change. We can swap the
switch
two.
them, maybe.
Let's see if we can swap them. Not sure if it's the same.
You can't see anyway.
No, because I'm looking at another DIY solution for our Starlink. I did ask, can I help? But the answer was no. Is it the same? Is it the same?
I don't know, I can't get this off. This is how little you can see of what's going on here.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
Yes, let's see if it stays on. Yes, thank you very much. We are at the border with South Africa. I can smell it. I smell fruit mince pies.
We crossed the border and we made it to South Africa. We're 2 hours away from a camp we want to stay tonight. So that means we should be in Langebaan on Tuesday.
For lunch. Hopefully.
It's day 11. We're gonna drive about 10 hours today, I think. And then it's still tomorrow another 4. But approaching the west coast.
Can I get an egg?
You can get an egg. Yes. If you help me
Okay.
with the dishes.
It's not really unconditional love, is it? And Pango is still making it, sort of, wobbly. Sometimes on 3 legs. We're not really sure where the problem is. Is it shocks? Is it the pennard bushes? That does need to be replaced now with a new one, but in the bush itself it seems fine. We have the new steering damper, new tie rods here, tie rod ends here. So, we'll see. Another fine, but this one I believe. Just after the 60 sign. I don't think a Defender can break that quickly. Anyway, it's gonna be an expensive Christmas. Oops. What did you do? Oops. What have you done? Can we still eat this Christmas?
We can spend 1,000 rand less.
Shit.
I know. It's gonna go to your parents, so.
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
conditioning. All I'm asking for Christmas. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is day
12.
Yeah. The 12th day of driving? No, not really. One day we spent at the garage.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me Pango in a driveway.
Yeah, Pango lost another mud flap yesterday.
Halfway torn through, so we removed it.
Yeah. Squeaks, rattles, wobbles. We are very tired.
We're also wobbling.
But we're good. And 4 hours to drive today. And then, well, hopefully your parents don't get a heart attack.
Hopefully no one told them or they didn't figure it out.
Oh, speaking about it.
Yes.
So yesterday we were sitting here having dinner. And Carla scrolls through our YouTube comments and one of you people
JC Creer
is busy spoiling our surprise.
Snitches get stitches.
Hey guys, I see Pango's rolling again. So you're just driving in Uppington. We're like,
Thank
no.
you.
Well, hopefully your parents don't go through all the comments.
JC, you just hope they don't. What's the first thing you're gonna do after we greet the family?
I was thinking of running into the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know about the weather though.
It's a bit less.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're driving into the estate where my parents live. I think that they are in another town for lunch. So I think we managed to keep the surprise. Let's see if we can hide the car a little bit so that they don't get news from anyone else.
This car is very, of course, stands out and pretty well known here in the area because we've been building it here for months and end.
Hopefully they're happy that we're home.
Standing in front of your parents' house.
We made it.
We made it. 6,000 kilometers.
In 12 days. Quite amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching.
Next time you will see us cleaning Pango, fixing Pango, some tender love and care. Maybe some trips around the area with friends.
And we have a lot of plans for 2026, but we'll update you on that later.
This might only reach you later, but happy holidays. We are going to eat and be merry.
Look, Major surprise. Hey, lekker, lekker.
Het is wonderlijk.
Was het ook lekker?
The Indian Ocean. But yeah.